actually. Let me back up. Alright. So I'm like telling Jody like this wild ass story. I was about to do my makeup, you know what I mean? I'm about to get my face together. So let me get my face. But as I was telling Jody, because I actually posted a video on YouTube about what happened, I'm gonna post this other video. When I was out last night, there was like hella shit going down. Like, hold on. Hey. Actually, I'm gonna go wake up Giselle. I'll be right back. All the pretty chicks wanna dance on me. Chula, come on, let's go wake up Giselle. Come on, let's go wake up Giselle. Come on, Giselle. Bitch, me and Chula was coming to wake you up. Look at my bitch. My bitch just woke up. Old awake ass nigga. Yeah. All the pretty chicks wanna dance on me. So let me take these damn shoes off. Sleeping Beauty. Feeling well rested and shit?
Yeah.
That's good.
I was worried this morning when I woke up the first time. I was like, fuck.
Sorry.
I slept in the bed that Lakin was in. I don't want to get sick.
But I feel like they have like a different. I feel like they have like a sickness that's like internal.
Yeah, I know. But
I feel like it's a personal sickness.
See, but you know, it's easy to fool yourself, especially when your nose starts
I'm done with you.
shit.
It's easy to fool yourself.
When your nose starts getting stuffy and shit, it's like goddamn.
It is like goddamn. I do agree. Oh, can I have some water? I was about to tell Ustream like about the random swarm of white dudes that like popped up out of nowhere, and we were like all mad scared. Okay, let me lay the scene. So me and Jeezy, we on the street. I'm doing tarot. Jeezy's just chilling. We just sitting there, you know, looking cute. Next thing you know, it's literally like out of nowhere, like 15 to 20 white men, all wearing boat shoes with no socks. And I'm like, okay. And they all had button downs with jeans on. One of them had khakis, and they all looked the same, like dead ass. They all looked like they was brothers, cousins, kin, something. They all looked like they was from the same motherfucking family tree. You feel me? So. And like they were all just being snarky as fuck. Like two of them just started going Obamacare, Obamacare, and I was like, I don't know if that's supposed to be racist, but like I'm really not sure. Like, cause you know Obamacare and shit, like shit's going on right now. So like these white dudes like were standing.
They it to you?
No, they were just yelling it in the streets and like looking at me. Like there were people looking at me and there were people like yelling like they were like Obamacare, Obamacare. Yeah. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, white dudes, like, don't tase me, bro. Oh, Lakin's here? Lele! Lele! I miss you.
I miss you too.
Are you feeling better?
Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my stomach. Don't know. It's been on and off.
I feel you. What up?
I feel like that's how stomach things go.
Oh, your hair looks hella cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, you know, feel better, dude. Does anyone mind being on cam for a sec? I'm on cam, so I'm like showing him us. It's Jody, looking all magnificent. Anita and Lele, Quasi, and Jeezy. I'm done. You did that, bitch. You're extra. I love it. Okay. Feel better. You know. Thank you for taking care of Lele.
I'm dying. I don't even know what to do. One second she's like fine, and then next second she's like,
Man, well, like, thank you. Like, you know, Lele is like our family, so like we appreciate that.
hello. I'm talking.
Chula. Chulate.
No, this dog can twerk. Oh my god.
Wow, Chula missed the fuck out of you. You could tell.
Huh?
Chula Bula, you can tell she misses you.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Chula is singing better than fucking Kelly Rowland. Just kidding. That's fucked up. I love Kelly. Let me not lie.
Want to do more Chula?
I was gonna do my makeup, but I'm not now. Now I'm just gonna tell y'all that story about these wild white people that was in the street.
She's so excited.
You need to relax. You need to relax. Chula! Come here. Okay, we're getting back into the story.
My pink tea.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Word. We don't want to keep you, dude. Go do what you gotta do, dude. We want to see you back in perfect health. Don't come back in this house unless you're not sick. Seriously. Seriously, you have nowhere to live now. I'm joking. Fuck. I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. I'm still working on it. Still working on my comedy. Still working on my comedy. It's real bad. So yeah, so basically me and Giselle was just chilling. All these white people were swarming on us, and it was mad scary. And me and Giselle were just like, and then like Giselle had skeptical face. Giselle was like, just watching these white people.
I'd be walking backwards and running into cars and shit.
Yo, I was just dead though, because they was leaning on people's cars and shit.
Where
We were on the corner of Frenchman and Royal. We were like right across the street from this restaurant called Marini, and like there was like this nice ass like I think it was like a fucking navigator. Like all these white people were swarming. And they're just like leaning on this car, hitting this car, touching this car. And I was like, are you serious? Like that's wild. And like me and Giselle are just sitting there, and like I'm doing tarot, so I'm like trying to like be chill, like not really like engaged, but it's like still like there's like all these like big ass white dudes like walking around, and like out of nowhere like the first thing that we seen of them was like a bunch of them were like shirtless and going. Right? Thank you, bitch. That's scary. I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't want this to be my last day of life. And at that point, I hadn't made no money yet. So I was like, Lord, don't let me be taken out on a day where I made no money. So then, like, all of a sudden, like, this one white dude who looked like he did not belong, because all of them were, like, mad tall and, like, white, blonde, like, button-down shirts. This one dude, he was hella short. He had, like, long, dark hair. He was wearing, like, a backwards cap and, like, some fucking Coke bottle glasses. And he comes up to us, and he was just like, so, do you read palms? And I was like, I don't read palms. Because I didn't want to fucking touch him. I also don't read palms, but, like, I really didn't want to touch this person. And then he was like, okay, I got a question for you. If I had someone pull out their cock, could you read a cock? And I was like, no. And then I was like, if they can't read a fucking palm, how could they read a dick? Like, what are you talking about? And then the dude was like, yeah, no. Well, the dude was, I mean, like, he told me that he knows people.
He also thought I was a kid.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to do this in front of the kid. I'm like, Giselle's fucking 23. I was like, Giselle's a grown ass man. I was like, how dare you? I was like, how dare you, bitch? I was like, I know, but Giselle was like, girl, I'm 23. And homie was just like, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. He goes, I love that. And tries to give us a high five. And then was like, what is your name? And I was like, Mary. And then he was like, Mary, that's my mom's name. I love that name. High five. And I was like, weirdo.
Completely like drugged out.
No, but he was like, even if he was like, he sounded sober as fuck, to be real. Like he sounded sober out of all the rest of them, because the other ones were like going Obamacare, and I was just like, okay, like.
That was right when we saw Solange too.
Oh yeah, we saw Solange last night.
Yeah, she lives over here.
I know that now because Jody told me, but
yeah,
like.
you don't understand. I was so excited. I was like, what's her address
Right. Well, no, she stays at Mimi's. I stay seeing her in the Marini though. So
yeah,
like
I
she.
know she lives somewhere in the Maryland. I didn't know exactly.
Yeah.
GTFO.
Yeah, dude. I saw her at Mimi's one time. Then you said someone saw her at Satsuma, and then we saw her last night at fucking Frenchman.
About her moving to the Maryland and all this.
Yeah, Jody told me. But one of Jody's friends like works at Satsuma and said that like Solange Knowles doesn't tip, and was like, just so y'all know.
Oh.
I know. I was like, shade. But she was like hella mad at me like when I saw her in the club, cause like I'm like drunk as fuck in the club, and I walked through and I'm like, are you Solange Knowles? And then she was like. And then like tried to walk away, and I was like, Solange, like I tried to be extra, and then she was like, nah, don't be like that. And I was like, okay. And then I walked away, but then I started telling people, I was like Ezel from like Friday. I was like, they're like, Smokey, don't tell nobody I'm back here taking a shit. And I'm like, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I walk away, I'm like, yo, Smokey back here taking a shit. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. Like I like ran out Mimi's and was telling everybody outside. I was hella out of pocket. Like she could have snatched me and it would have been like justified. Like she could have been like, bitch. grabbed me by my lapel and would have been like, bitch, like, stop it. You're doing the most. But she's always like this like crew of like really like fly black ladies.
Thank you. These are Miriam's that I'm borrowing.
I know. I didn't know you could fit those. Aren't you like a 7 or 8?
I'm an 8.5.
That's what size I am.
You need to get out of these
I'm an 8.
big
These are what?
footed shoes. Those are like 10s.
Oh.
Are they
They don't
roomy?
look that big.
They are not that roomy. Maybe Miriam's kind of just.
I'm dead! You are the
Or maybe
shadiest
these are like-
motherfucker. Yo, it's Sunday. It's Sunday.
These shoes are like one size fits all. Or
I'm
something.
dead as shit. It's Sunday. We said no shade on Sunday. Didn't we say that?
I
Didn't
mean,
they tell us that though?
that's
Didn't they
These
tell us that?
these
Didn't they tell us no
shoes
shade on Sunday?
fit from an 8.5 to a 10.
8.5 to a 10. Ain't that damn shoe in the world. That's a clown shoe.
But that's what I'm saying. Miriam fits them and I fit them.
That's wild. Like Miriam was like trying to wear my wedges and said they were too big. So I was like, okay, that means any shoes of yours that I borrow, I will be stretching out. Like PSPS.
Yeah.
PSPS. Because like those like grandma shoes that she has are like hella comfy.
Can you just know where that board went? Where is Nell's board?
It's in Nell's room. It's behind the door.
The cork board?
Yeah, with the sheet on it.
I use that
Oh.
to do jewelry. To like display stuff on it.
Can I borrow it?
I'm going out to sell today. Yeah. Is there like something else similar or something?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, you want the sheet?
I just need a sheet.
Oh.
Like if
any sheet?
anybody has like a sheet, yeah, because I need a background. You know, like to do the still life.
What about the gold one that like you used?
I don't know if I can use that for this one.
Does it have to be
Okay.
black or white?
It has to be a darker color.
I mean, like India has a bunch of fabrics. Like you could probably take a different
Why
fabric.
don't you just use
I
a
can
black
take it
shirt?
from
Yeah, there's like this like white mesh that's really nice.
How big is your piece? Like, why don't you just use a black
I
shirt?
don't know yet. I just need like a piece of fabric to like. Drape.
Oh, I haven't even been reading the chat. Might be.
Maybe not.
I think
Or
a
is
black
there
shirt
extra
would work.
board? I could just use a board and not fabric.
Oh wow. Okay. Pause right now to like address the chats. 10 to love.
Unless you have.
That was a terrifying sound from a group of people. Those white people were really out of pocket. Claudia Hilaire. I got an internship with Alice Nicombe. I'm so happy. I'm excited for you too, dude. Like, are you going to Africa? That's fucking amazing. Like, if you go to Cameroon, I'll fucking die. Like, I'll die and like be animated again and then die again. But like, that's amazing. Rebel Rever, what's up with you? How are you? I love your Abby. You look super cute. Let me go to the chat. Zendile Lunga. I'm not sure if I'm saying that wrong, but what's
Sure.
up? Jennifer Brown. I'm in New Orleans, boo boo.
Sure, lead it.
Sabiar, dude, white guys in large masses is always pretty annoying / scary. No, true story. I agree. I can agree with that statement. I mean, I guess like I would also go as far as to say like white cis dudes, just to be kind of like more specific, because it's like all these dudes are like hella creepy and they were just like rolling up on people. And then like,
I'll just use my jacket.
and like I don't know, it's just like there's something about like mad white dudes in like boat shoes with no socks, like that kind of freaked me out too, because it's like, you know, their feet is smelling like
You should tell
salami.
Jody, 'cause I
You
think
feel
she's
me?
looking for you.
Oh,
You know, their feet is smelling like chicory and shit. I'm wilding right now, but
Yeah.
really, it was just too much. Too much too soon. Word. Well, we'll see y'all. We're chilling. We're gonna go sell stuff in the quarter in like 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow.
Okay. Cool. Hopefully, like, we have eggs, so maybe we'll do some eggs. Eggs.
Oh, hopefully that card you loaded.
Oh. What if I got pancake mix tomorrow?
That's amazing. Do that.
Okay.
Do
I'm gonna
that.
do
Do
that.
it.
I will bring pancake mix and we will make freaking pancakes.
That's exciting. I'm down.
We need milk, huh? Oh wait, some don't need. Well,
No,
I'll
some
look.
take just
Yeah, what's the
water.
ingredients?
Yeah,
Yeah. We're gonna have pancakes though tomorrow.
that sounds bomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal some blueberries.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make some.
I could totally have blueberry pancakes tomorrow. That'd be so amazing.
We need berries or syrup or something.
Need a lot of stuff.
You know we got time for that.
Y'all are silly.
Alright, guys.
All right, boo. Love you.
Good luck, Homer.
Yo, white people do be smelling like lunch meat. Y'all are not lying. Somebody just said white people be
On
smelling.
that note,
Peace. Take care.
I did
No, but yo, I went to Spotted Cat last night and it was mad white people and it smelled like fucking cold cuts. It smelled like fucking an American sub. I'm dead. Y'all are getting me in trouble. People getting mad at me. People getting mad because I'm laughing. I don't give a shit.
To lock the door.
Someone said white American men love their boat shoes. Bitch, you are not lying. Bitch, you are not lying. Like, you ain't never lied. You ain't never been able to tell a lie. You wasn't able to lie to me. Oh my god, y'all are so funny. Like, for real. Like, y'all are the funniest motherfuckers. Like, deadass. This is why I do Ustream. This is why I do YouTube. Y'all are fucking funny. Like, y'all are mad funny. Like, I just really appreciate y'all. Y'all be lifting my spirits. Like, I had such a good time today. I went to this, like, feminist brunch today. Like, this black feminist brunch, which is fucking amazing. Like, it wasn't like a black feminist brunch. Excuse me. It was a woman of color. It was like a QT Pox, a queer trans woman of color feminist brunch. Sorry that it took so long for me to, like, come out with what it actually was. But they had so much food, and like we're kind of like figuring out food situations, like eating things that like we're doing, like I guess like we're doing this thing in terms of like I guess like under the narrative of like poverty, where we're like cooking things like experimentally to figure out like if we fuck with them. So like we made beets the other day, like we like fried beets, and like that was like okay, like it was better than we thought it would be, cause like you know when you eat beets. Yeah, sauteed beets are like totally different from like regular beets that are like pickled and shit. Them shits is nasty. But it was like everything really. Like, you know, those beet fries was like mad good. But like we're kind of like in between like food money and not food money. So like we've been just like going out, and like last night did really well. Like stayed out into the quarter till like hella late, and that's why I was like, so we saw so much wild shit. Like I truly believe like the later you stay in the quarter, the more wild shit you're gonna see. Excuse me. But today, like, at the brunch, it was just everything, because I was, like, so hungry. Like, I woke up and I didn't eat anything, and then by the time we were biking to the brunch, I was like, yo, I'm starving. And when we got to the brunch, it was just so much food. It was, like, overwhelming almost. And, like just putting stuff in my mouth was, like, so, like, it was much bigger than, like, ever before. Like, and I don't want to, like, be kind of, like, I don't want to be extra about it, but, like, I think, like my relationship with food in the South is especially weird, because I think that I think like for me like weight my weight, I don't want to say issue, but like my weight is typically centered around like my inactivity or activity. So like if I'm more like lethargic, more even like depressed and like wanting to like be home, then like I gain more weight. Whereas like if I'm out and about, like engaging and like being an intentional person in terms of like making space and like seeking space, I find that like I lose like a lot of weight and like very quickly. And like I remember like one of my housemates that I'm living with, like we never lived together, and they're like from Oakland. They're actually originally from Hawaii. I love the way Lakin says Hawaii, because it's like Hawaii.
Hawaii.
But they say Hawaii. I say Hawaii. They say Hawaii. They're like, I'm originally from Hawaii. They say Hawaii. Are you being extra right now? I see your face.
I'm not even saying anything.
Nah, you see their face though. Giselle got that closed mouth smile. That's when I know like you're being shady. You usually show your teeth, but when you're not showing your teeth, that's when it's shade. Yeah, I know you, bitch. You surprised?
I'm gonna watch that shit now.
Yeah, now, yeah. Watch your face. Watch your face for your shady smile, because it's real. And it's Sunday. Y'all fucking up. No shade on Sunday. Y'all are being y'all.
That was shade. I was.
Oh, so now I'm unsupported. That's another type of shade.
The shoes are from an 8.5 to a 10.
That's shade. I'm just calling everything shade right now. I'm sorry. Y'all are just like, what is shade? That word you say. That word. You keep saying it. I don't think you know what it means. That's so excited you're going to Cameroon in January. I'm like so fucking jealous. I'm so jealous. Like I'm super wanderlust right now. Like I really wish that like I could like go like internationally. Like I wish, but like it's one of those things where it's like as much as I wish I could go somewhere internationally, I also like wish that like I could just see more of the United States, because like I really do want to see more of the country that I already live in, and like see all the wonderful things that are here. And I think like I was reading somewhere about how like I realized that like this is like a narrative that like was like that's
I don't want to smoke that.
That was a shady. Look, it was like this. Shadiness. You keep doing it. Keep shading. Got your shade on. Fuck, what was I just saying? Fuck. Oh, so the narrative, in terms of like why Americans don't travel was like centered around, America being like just so, diverse in terms of like landscape and in terms of like attractions. Like you can, like in I was watching this thing about like the East Coast, and it was like you can go skiing and hit the beach in the same state, and like that's supposed to be like some interesting thing. And I think like, also, you know, like it's like some places it snows, some places it doesn't snow that often, or some places it's like really fucking hot, and some places it's very fucking cold. So it's like there's so many different climates in America, and like, environments that like it's hard for it's understandable why Americans don't travel. However, I feel like that's like totally like missing the narrative like of like how broke as fuck people are, like how much there is, an inequality with travel. I find that most people who are able to travel are like they have like either like a rich parent, or they come from, not maybe not rich, maybe that's not the word to use, but they come from like a more stable background in terms of like, just like class wise. I'm just noticing that like it's like very rare that like lower income people are traveling, and if they are traveling, you often find that they're traveling in very unsafe ways, or ways that like put them more at risk, versus people who have the means to travel in a more safer, way than, people from low incomes. And I guess like I say all that to say, like, you know, it's always like really awesome to me when I see like, activists like being able to like be mobile and like go places, because like I realize it's like very hard. So like you going to Cameroon like is fucking amazing. Like you being from America and being able to go to Cameroon is fucking like phenomenal and like so exciting. And I wish you nothing but like the best of luck, because like I like even thinking of it just makes me like excited. Like I get like excited just thinking about like someone else going. So like I can't even imagine like how you feel. It's probably like so much anxiety, but like also like a real excitement, which is like normal. But it's also like, it's also something that like I'm just like, yes, like this is supposed to happen. You know, I'm like pro black and brown bodies like fucking like exploring and like fucking, you know, putting themselves in spaces, that are unfamiliar to them, but like spaces that like they've been wanting to go to. Like I feel like there are a lot of black and brown people I know that like want to travel so much. Are you looking for a lighter?
No, I was looking for that hair clip. It was such a nice tool for me.
I don't know where that is, honestly. It was on the bed at some point and it's gone now.
Yeah, it was on the bed.
Do you know where it is? I mean, I have a bobby pin in the other room, but I don't think that that's what you want.
Have you all seen the roach clip?
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for.
Not the hair clip, but the one that's like the key.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in a couple
You
days.
used it on your bed like a couple days
Mine?
ago. Yeah. We were smoking and it got like real tiny, and then I was like, oh.
I understand why we use roach clips. Like I understand like this preface of like I understand like how it would have come
I'm
about.
not trying to put like responsibility.
No. I need to clean. I need to clean Indy's room anyway. So like it's really like I probably have like I'm probably hoarding lighters as well.
Okay, I'm just like it's Miriam's roach clip that I borrowed, and I'm fucking up. So I'm trying
Oh, dude, I need to go through Indy's room today anyway. So like my plan is like maybe I won't go out for sushi tonight. Like I mean I don't want to like not go out for sushi tonight, but like I need to like really like take accountability like real soon.
It's not a dire situation. It's just
No, I know. I mean it's inconvenient.
For right now.
Inconvenient.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's not
But yeah, but like some
I
of
like
the
hair clip.
yeah, no, the hair clip was nice.
Right?
I feel like it's somewhere around here.
I don't know.
I feel like Chula ate it.
Chula eat that shit.
I was making a joke. Excuse me.
I did get home mad at her yesterday. Though she went to the bathroom and I came out and she was trying to eat some chicken bones again. She's been like hella wild because we be feeding her all this chicken.
We have been feeding her a lot of fried chicken recently.
She's been like
She's fiending. She's fiending for
Dude,
it.
that's so
Maybe
sick.
we're fiending for it, like just like her, because like we do be eating a lot. That chicken is good as fuck.
I like
that
that chicken,
chicken.
but I get it so often because when I'm like I want to eat, there's like not much to cook right now, and I'm like I have like $1.08 worth of change in my bag.
Yeah.
And then I get
No, it's not only like I mean like 50 cents a wing, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can't go wrong.
Like,
Can't go wrong.
If you're just like really trying to. Be
Dude.
on a budget, like share that 2-piece with someone.
True.
Should've been 49
That's
cents
true.
each.
Giselle got me 2 pieces last night, and I was like cherishing it in my hands. Like there was grease like on my face. There's like crumbs in my shirt, and I was like, yes. My God.
Guys, I hope my dad sends the snacks.
I know. We're waiting.
Your
God
dad
damn
is
it.
sending snacks.
Doesn't he work for like an almond company?
Yeah, he works for an almond company. I keep on dropping hints, you know? I'm like, oh, we got some almond snacks. Got some nuts.
We got almond royalty in the house. Almond
Just
empire.
Some subtle hints, like, hey.
You know how I started?
Is that why you had all that almond stuff in the bag? Is that like from your dad? I was like, why do you have all these
Wait,
almonds?
Sliced almonds?
That's I put sliced almonds in the kitchen.
Where's
area.
that from?
I bought that to make cookies.
Okay.
Like,
Every time I see
Months
almond
ago.
in the house, I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
Almond Empire. Do you get 5 cents every time we eat an almond?
no, I started asking my dad though. This is how I started the conversation. I was like, how does that almond breathe?
What is your opinion about non-Africans going elsewhere to work on the LGBT issue? I mean, I feel like
how's it like that chocolate vanilla, right? So yeah, like this new like chocolate vanilla.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, it's pretty good, blah blah blah. Thank you.
You're
And I
welcome.
was like,
I thought people were
want
gonna care
it.
more. I thought there was gonna be a celebration,
I
but
said yes.
you said yes.
I said yes.
Okay. I don't like your yells. They're mad, like ridiculous. They're alarming. You and Jody are not allowed to yell around me because y'all be yelling like wilds. I wish I could come to London. I want to come. Like I have like 3 friends that are like always like, if you come to London, like I'll put you up, and it's like that's like a big thing. Like honestly, like I just got comfortable like coming back to New Orleans for the 3rd time. So I think like the first time I think like London might be a couple goes. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of like open to the idea of like moving to places like several times and like trying to make it work each time, and whatever that means to me. But like I feel like this time in New Orleans is like much better than like the last 2 times, which is fucking amazing. Because I was like, man, 3rd time's a charm. Like I gotta go back. I gotta like figure it out. But in terms of like non-African people going to work on LGBT issues, it's like a non-factor to me. You feel me? Like my whole life, like up until I really like started recognizing like inequalities and like fucking not even started recognizing. I feel like there was like a shift where like I was actively like not participating. Oh wow. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Oh, do you have the lighter? Don't even tell me this. Because I just used it. Okay. There's an orange one around here.
It's in here.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm looking around for it. I'm like, where are you?
The orange one? You just use it to light the cigarette.
It's underneath it.
I
It's
know.
in that. It's not box.
Okay.
It's that box.
Excuse me. Take your time.
No, I was gonna
No.
like this one afterwards.
Yeah, no, I was like, take your time. I was like, I'm trying to rush you or nothing. I'm trying to bum rush you. I'm not trying to play you or Stevie J you. But basically what I was trying to say was, like, for so fucking long, I was, like, actively not being supportive in the many communities that I'm affiliated with, or rather that, like, I fall into. And I think that, like, you know, I am a black person, I am a queer person, I am a trans person. I am a...
Oh, yeah, there's like butter on the
you know, pansexual person. I am someone, you know, I have like a lot, I'm a fat person. I'm an able-bodied person. Like, you know, there's privileges, there's communities, there's like different, like, there's so many things that like are working against me just for being a female-bodied person. That like, it's important to me to like really support those that are me. So other female-bodied people, other brown people, other trans people, other people that are like femme of center, but like, don't feel that shit all the time and like feel weird about it. Like so many communities, and like I don't really have time to be like what like pontificating about like white people who are like gay, like doing activism. Like I don't have time for that.
I like that word, pontificate.
I love that.
Me too. That's my fucking word, yo. Or I'll say waxing poetically, but I usually use that in terms of like
Something beautiful.
something positive that I'm pontificating about. But yeah, like I don't have time to be like worried about white people and like being activists and like being allies and shit, because it's like that's for white people to worry about. You feel me? White people should be worrying about being allies, should be worrying about their activism and shit like that. I shouldn't be like fucking standing behind a white person puppy guarding them. That's not what the fuck I'm trying to do. And I'm not trying to like be like I'm not running a school for white people to understand. Like I just want people to know that. Like, I'm not doing that. And, like, I've been trying to explain that, like, and, like, white people get mad, and it's like, yo, I'm not here for your anger, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here, like, the only people that could be angry to me that I'll fucks with is, like, black female-bodied people, and that's, like, real shit. Like, that's real talk. Like, or actually, that's not even true. I think, like, if you're a person of color, I will be more willing to, like, fuck with you, even if you are, like, an internalizer and using oppressive shit against me, because I see that, like, that shit that's not even benefiting you. That shit that's, like, that's you're spouting to kind of protect the shit in place that's, again, not helping you. So, like, I understand, like, where that fucking anger comes from for, like, criticizing systems that you're in involuntarily. So I'm more sympathetic to somebody who is a black person telling me some shit that's wild than a white person telling me some shit that's wild. You feel me? Or an Asian person, or a Latinx person, or
Here, use this.
or like anybody who is a person of color. And that's like not to dismiss like white passing POCs or like sometimes white passing POCs. I just think like in this space, like I try to talk about like things that are relevant to like my experience, and I'm not a white person, and I don't know what that experience is, and I can't talk about that shit. I can only talk about the privilege that white people have, because and that shit I have to learn about. You know what I mean? I had to learn about ways that white people are privileged over me, and like there were ways that white people were privileged over me that I didn't even recognize. That I was like, oh shit, like so like you learn a lot of stuff by just like really figuring out like your identity, and then like actually looking into the communities that not only support your identity but like fucking want your identity to be fucking like recognized, heard, healed. You feel me? Healed. That's mad important to me. Like today, like I feel like I don't want to say I was in a healing session, but it felt like it because like there were just so many like brown people around me, and they were just all talking that real shit, and there were so many people sharing experiences, and it was everything. Like that brunch was really good because it didn't just feed me physically, it fed me emotionally and mentally. Like there was a lot of things I didn't know. We did a timeline, and there's so much history that people have, especially like black these like a lot of these feminists like have like a history that I didn't know about, and I'm like, whoa, like there's so much that I don't know. You had to sleep.
There'll be another one.
Yeah.
Sometimes this house is weird. Like sometimes you can't sleep. Sometimes like you really can't sleep in this house. I don't know what it is, but I've definitely had sleepless nights in this house, and it's not even because people are being annoying or anyone was like being awake. It was just like I was just laying there.
I couldn't fall asleep until like 6 a.m.
Telling you, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the house is like that. It was like that when I first got here. You know, when I first got here, I had a lot of sleepless nights. I had a lot of nights where I was just like laying in my bed, just like thinking, just trying to figure out like what's next. So, yeah, like that's real. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's in the Ustream right now because I'm just going in.
Oh no. I stopped looking and then it was the screen gone.
Feeling wavy. Can I have some water? Thank you. I gotta drink a lot of water because I'm like super dehydrated. I didn't even think about it. Like yesterday, I didn't drink any water the whole time we were outside.
Yeah, I feel kind of dehydrated right now. So.
Like it affected me like physically like so much, and I like was not even recognizing it. Something to know if you're dehydrated and you or like you don't know, like signs are usually like dizziness, feeling faint, and then also like a way to tell is like to like pinch like the fat like of your knuckles, and the more it sticks means the more dehydrated you are. So just like that's like a good way to test. It's like easier if you're like a thinner person.
How do you do it again?
You pinch your knuckle, and then if it sticks, that means that like you need water.
If you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Like if you even feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated.
You're dehydrated.
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
I feel like my life flashed before my eyes.
But it didn't. You're still alive, and we have water, so like there's really no problem here. Go on, you.
Okay.
Get some water, please, because we don't want no shit to pop off. Let's everyone live in this house, like actually be alive. But yeah, I just really appreciated the space. I appreciate you, Jody, for like inviting me along, because that really was like, I don't know how my day would be, how I would be feeling right now if I didn't do that.
We needed that shit.
We needed that shit so
I've
bad.
been here hungry. And like it wasn't just about the food, you know?
It was not just about the food.
Just
Learned so much. felt like there were just a lot of great people in the space. I want to know them more, and like I can't wait to go to the next one and like actually like engage more. I feel like I had like beginners like anxiety where like I was trying to be like really fucking like appreciative,
Yeah.
but I feel like I was being annoying. Like I like the person that was like doing the presentation, like before we left, like I like kind of like was like they were about to like start presenting again, and I was like, hey, like you're amazing, like I'm leaving, but I just wanted to let you know like I really appreciated you in this space. And they were like, oh, they're like, we'll see you again, I was like, you will, take care. And like, but I feel like they were just flustered because like they're running this like whole thing, and like I think they realized like it was going a little longer than they wanted. But the thing is, like, so many people were contributing, so I feel like they should have taken that as a sign. Like, as many people that wanted to leave, there were still people that like wanted to stay. Like, I feel like there were a lot of people there that were like they really didn't have shit to do, and they were just like coming to like share space and not necessarily like shit to do. I just mean like they were not worried about dipping. Like everybody was getting like seconds, thirds, and fourths, and then this one person. When I got my plate, they were just like, oh, damn. They were like, they got that now? They got tuna salad? I was like, yeah. They were like, I can't go back for thirds. I was like, I didn't even know you had a third plate. Go ahead. Like, there's new people here. We didn't even see you eat. And then they're like, that's true. But it's like, fuck out of here. Like, at first, like, I was like, I don't want to get up and get more food in the middle of this presentation, but I saw people getting up and getting food. And I was like, I should not be, like, acting like this. Like, these people know that, like, I'm listening, like, and if they feel disrespected, I'm sure they'll call me the fuck out. But I'm going to get up respectfully, quietly, go straight to the food, and get my food and sit the fuck down, because I had to get some more water, and I had to get some of that fruit, because I haven't had fruit in a couple days, and, like, it's been real bad. Like, I need fruit. There's, like, lime here. I'm going to make some lime water before I go out today, so I can get some, like, some sun, like, in my body, and then also some water, just, like, be hydrated. But so much stuff going on right now. Bugging. Straight bugging. Can I tell you? Yeah, there's a new rapper that just came out, and their name is Christy Lee Charles. They're called Miss Christy Lee, and they rap about culture, empowerment, and they're actually an Arab person, um, who is rapping in Halko Malem. That's pretty fucking cool. I just saw that like on the Rolero group. Yo, I want to give a shout out to like Ben Al Shamsa. I hope I said your name right. Please correct me if I didn't. But like they're fucking amazing. Like they're one of the mods of like this like group that I'm involved in, like this collective on Facebook, and it's just full of like really rad like femme uh women of color, or rather like it's a queer trans woman of color, just like going in on like white supremacy. It's like not a white apologizing space at all. Like if anything, we critique whiteness and we go the fuck in on whiteness, and it's just like so great. And like I feel like if you're interested in like being invited to the group, you can add me on Facebook. I'm gonna post a link to my Facebook, and then like I'll like add you into the group. And like they typically add like women of color, or rather queer trans women of color, like right away. Like as soon as they see that you're a POC, they like kind of like add you right away. But like if you like fuck up, like they're gonna just kick you out. So like just don't even like try to get into the group if you're gonna be doing some dumb shit, cause like it'll be swift, bitch. Trust me, cause drama be happening on the page and I miss it by seconds, bitch. They be going in. They be like take that shit right the fuck down, and they go in about it and be like, nah, bitch, and they will read you for filth. But the thing is, it's a healing space, so it's like we're not trying to engage in fuckery and fuck shit that like kind of makes everybody in the space feel alienated. Because like there's so many like outlets to criticize blackness, criticize like people of color in general, queer people of color in general, queer trans people of color in general. There's so many spaces where that's like acceptable, allowed, like, you know, the genocide of like people of color. Like there's just so many things like happening that like it's very rare that there's a space where you can actually critique whiteness and actually be able to be like, you know what, like I'm fucking sick of white people right now. Like I really fucking, you know, like, cause I think like people like they're like I remember I was like talking about post-traumatic slave disorder, and I was talking about just like how like, you know, especially black people today, we forget that like we were enslaved. Like we forget that shit in the context of like our bodies and like how like what that means in the spaces we're in. And like I think that there's like and I think that like that is more of a inclusive term in terms of like internalizing racism, internalizing whiteness. I think it comes from like this like very oppressive shit that like has been passed down through generation to generation, you know? Like my mom is a white passing like woman of color, and like she would chastise me heavily for using the word nigga in her house. Like she wouldn't let me say it. And you know, while for a while I guess like my politics on the word nigger was very fucking it was fucking lazy, and it was also like fucking unacceptable in terms of like how I felt. Because I was of the mindset that like I didn't give a fuck like who said what, because like I feel like white people would constantly be trying to ask me like could they say nigga, and I would be like like why are you even asking me that? Like I wouldn't take it further enough to like be like yo why like well why do you want to say this word, you know what I mean, like in a way of like shaming but also educating, like but also being like very assertive and like and like firm in like my beliefs of like you know that word and like what it means politically and emotionally, and just like you know when you say shit like that and when you want to say shit like that, especially in a privileged body, it can be very like fucking like just like scary as fuck, and just like fucking like it just makes you feel weird, you know. And the idea that a white person would ask me for permission when they know that like it don't matter what the fuck I say, you know what I mean? It's like the idea that like somebody would ask me for permission to say something that like they just said. You feel me? Like it's just like it's like oh like
Oh,
what kind of game? What kind of game is this? You know? It's like a way for white people to kind of like nod at their power and like pretend like they don't have any.
Shit.
Like pretend like you have power right now, but like you really don't. It's like very tongue in cheek, and like I think like
Jokes on you.
right, but I think the thing is like being unable to understand that, like just now getting that, like just now like vocalizing what that is.
Yeah.
For a long time I was just like I don't care like if white people say the N-word, but I knew that like white people saying the N-word or saying nigga or any form of it, I knew that like that would probably yield an ass whooping from them for them, but I would never outright say that, but like I knew that shit. I would be like white people like don't y'all know that's instant ass beating? That's a can of instant ass beating. Like
someone just got tased.
like, bitch, are you
My
hungry?
person just
Because you
got
should open up a
tased.
can of instant ass whooping, because that's what it is. Like when you say nigga, like it's just like, and granted, like there were times like we were watching Bad Girls Club, Child Cheese. Like I don't even want to go on Bad Girls Club right now. Like hold on, let me see how long I've been talking though, because I feel like I've been on here for a minute. All right, we're at 42 minutes. Okay, it's whatever. We're gonna go to an hour, and then I'm gonna do another video, I guess. Like, depending on like if I'm still talking about this shit, cause Bad Girls Club is dry toast, bitch. Like that shit is fucking burnt, dry ass toast, and you gotta go like this to get to the brown, and it's nasty. It's like once you get all that burnt off, it's gross. It tastes like dust and cigarettes. So, anyways, fucking we get into this. Me and Jody were watching Bad Girls Club, and like I watch that shit when I curl my hair because it's just like mindless. You feel me? Like sometimes like I will watch shows that like feature like, you know, ratchet culture, just to like really just be like damn, you know what I mean? Just to be like not even like trying to judge these people, just being like damn, you know, like that's capitalism for you. Because the fact that like you could be attractive and be like I'm attractive enough to go on this show, because no tea, like they're not putting no like wild looking bitches on the show. And I'm gonna say this right now. When I say wild bitches, I mean like they're really not fucking with you unless you already are like into beauty privilege, into fucking capitalism already. Like you already have to be stunting to be on the fucking show. So like your finances either gotta be okay or like kinda okay. Granted, there was that season with Danielle, and every time they was showing people eating, she couldn't get no food because she was like, I ain't got no money. And I was like, damn, how the fuck you on national TV and they ain't putting no money in your pockets yet? You feel me? But I guess that's like they don't want to pay you until they figure out how many episodes you on, because you know they do be beating bitches' asses and kicking them out the fucking show every damn week. So really, I don't know. But I will tell you this, like it's interesting to watch that show because it's like for, like, I know y'all be trying to get me to go on that show. Y'all be trying to get me to sign up for that show. And, like, while I do think they would put me on the show, because I have been hit up to be on Bad Girls Club, but I was like, nah. Like, at the time, I was like, nah, because, like, I was on some other shit. My reasons for not going on the show at that point when they finally reached out to me was like I was just not feeling me at the time, and I was just like, I don't know if I could really be on the show where people are going to be criticizing me to the max. Like, people are going to be coming at me hard. Like, plus I'm already hated by some people that, like, got, like, some kind of position, and they're kind of just waiting for me to do some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, see? Like that. Like that. You know what I mean? Like that, instant fucking comedy. But, like, really, like, I already know, like, I was feeling at the time like I couldn't be on that show for, like, reasons that were, like, linked to, like, just, like, how I was feeling about myself, and just, like, feeling like people were gonna come for me and try to drag me online, and, like, that was gonna be, like, the rest of my life. You feel me? Like, the rest of my life was gonna be, oh, that fat bitch with a lace front, oh, that fat bitch. Like, cause I'll be changing my wigs. I'll be changing my wigs on the show, bitch. I'll be, like, motherfucking living single on that bitch. Okay? Like, no play. No play.
Sure. I don't think that.
You big in here, nigga. You big in here to get on the bed. You big in here. You big in here. You big in here.
Chua.
Don't look at her.
Like, come here. Come on. Just go right here. Just go right here, though. Just sit right here. Sit down. You can sit down with me. It's cool. I'm not bugging on you, but you big in here.
Cut it out.
I mean, like, damn. And she be wide turning on the bed. She be taking a wide turn. You know what I mean? She acting like she little. I always wonder what type of music you like. I like a lot of different music. Like, really, like, I like country music sometimes. Like, I've definitely jammed to some country before. A lot. Like, one summer I lived with my aunt. She was, like, hella into country music, and, like, I was listening to it. And I was like, word, I could fuck with some of these songs. I don't know, I like the accent, you know what I mean? The accent kind of makes me, like, get excited. So I'm just like, yeah, meow, meow, meow. You know what I mean? Like, just going wild in. Like, I got this one song that I fucks with, it's a country song. And it's, how does it go? It's called Who's Your Daddy? And it goes, who's your daddy? Who's your baby? Who's your buddy? Yeah, who's your friend? Like, it's, like, a good-ass song, but, like, they got a good video for it, too. It's about, like, this, it's mad random. And it was, like, honestly, the video for this country song was, like, some fuckery. Because it was, like, this white lady who looked, like, really dirty, and she was, like, real young, and, like, a dude in a motorcycle just dropped her off in front of this mansion, and then she just, like, fucking, like, jumped the fence, and just, like, went in this dude's house and started, like, eating his food, dancing in his clothes, taking a bubble bath in jacuzzi with some fucking chocolate-covered strawberries. And I'm, like, in what world could you just, like, break into a rich person's house and just start grubbing? And just start chilling? I would have shitted on myself if I ever jumped somebody's fucking fence. Like, get out of here. Sabir, white people seem to still be trying to colonize. It's true. That's the thing, like, I mean, like, without realizing it, but I think also, like, just because you don't have language doesn't mean you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you feel me? I refuse to believe that there aren't conscious white people, like, out here, you know, asking people of color if they can say, you know, insert racial slurs congruent to that person's experiences. You know, like, I think, that's just wild. Stale Muffin, I fuck with you. I do agree. They don't realize they don't realize whiteness is normal to them, and that they can't handle their world being rocked. They don't want to lose the privilege. I do agree with that statement. I think it's just, like, a lot of shit going on, you know, so much, but it's really important for me to be in spaces that are, like, not only sensitive to, like, my experiences with colonization, but my experiences as a queer person, and as someone, you know, who's, you know, still trying to decolonize myself, and still trying to, like, figure out, you know, trying to figure out how I'm being an oppressor, and learning not to oppress, and learning to accept critique, accept call out, and or rather learning how to accept them without like alienating that person, or like getting like extremely negative in terms of that person, and like just making the space like really uncomfortable, because I don't want to like educate myself or feel some type of way. But I appreciate y'all for like hanging out. I'm gonna dip. Kisses. Bye, y'all.